It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's going to pass the drug trade. Because you can sell a bag of cocaine one time to a child 5 to 10 times a day. God's children are not for sale.
That is a clip from the new film, The Sound of Freedom. The movie is about the human trafficking criminal enterprise, focusing on a federal agent who tries to rescue children from sex traffickers.
The film based on the life of Tim Ballard. He's also a former deputy Department of Homeland Security agent, and Tim's live with us in studio. So welcome to National Report. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Tim, I mean, we're watching this movie just skyrocket in the box office. People are dying to see this movie. They want to see the message. They want to learn about your story. What do you make of all the response?
I feel like there's been a silent majority for a long time that don't like what's happening to kids at the border, the kids getting sexualized at public schools, and so many issues around not putting kids where they need to be. And it's resonating. I think that's what it is. It's resonating, and people want to have the conversation, and we're ready to have it.
You know, there's a major message within your film here that is resonating with so many. But then there's also the film part, right? In looking at the earnings of the film, right now it's grossing more than $90 million. Yahoo News are reporting that. That's huge, beating out major motion pictures, movies that had much larger budgets. And yet so many people are turning out to see this film. And the ones that do have this response when you talk to them in the theater, this emotional response. What do you think that is? Were you surprised to see this emotional response? And then again, the ticket sales alone that you've seen thus far?
Yeah, it's a true story. It's based in truth, and I think when the story's based in truth, where these are real kids and they're now young adults. We're still talking to them. They're super excited about what's happening, that their story's being told, and I think a true story resonates with people. It touches their hearts because they recognize that this is not just something that's true, but it's a manifestation of similar truths around the world. Things happening to kids. This is the fastest growing criminal enterprise in the world. It's a $150 billion a year business. The buying and selling of human beings. So I just feel like, people are being touched and people are rising up.
Yeah, and it seems like a story that needs to be told, right? If this is happening in the country, I understand Angel Studios has been trying to get this film made for a while, right? Can you explain sort of the process of what it took to actually go from filming to what you see now on your big screen?
Yeah, it was a crazy struggle. This film was done, produced, ready to go in 2020. Fox produced it. Disney bought Fox. Disney was very clear they were going to shelve it. They were doing nothing with it. It took Eduardo Verástegui, who's the hero of the film, and the producer, it took him a year to get it back from Disney to where he can then look for another partner. We found Angel Studios, and they've just worked wonders with it.
Sometimes when you're on top, you're going to see criticism that maybe you wouldn't see when you're not on top. And you have seen that. We wanted to show you this article, just one of many that were put out. But there's an article that was put out here from Bloomberg, and this is on the screen, titled QAnon and the Sound of Freedom both rely on tired Hollywood tropes. It goes on to say sex trafficking movies routinely skip over some very important questions, which gives the conspiratorial right room to run wild. How do you respond to something like that?
Oh, they're absolute liars. I'll tell you why. I can prove it easily. This film was made, produced, written well before you ever heard of QAnon. And there's nothing in the film. Anyone who sees the film, there's nothing political, there's nothing. It's based on a true story. All the kids depict real kids. All the bad guys, real bad guys. All the good guys, real good guys. It's a story that happened. And so they're lying. They're absolutely lying. And when they can't find the conspiracy connection, now they're attacking me. They're gonna. I mean, I've been accused of everything but murder at this point.
But do you have a theory as to why they want to attack you?
Yes, because we are forcing a conversation they don't want to have. We're messing with their agenda. They don't want to talk about the 85,000 unaccompanied minors. The movie, the case kicks off on the southern border when we rescued a little boy. That really happened. They don't want to talk about how border enforcement actually saves kids. They don't want to talk about how public school teachers are sexualizing children in the name of sex ed. They don't want to have these conversations. The same media outlets are also telling us that we've got to stop calling them pedophiles and start calling them minor attracted persons. So we are tapping into their agenda, and this film is doing it so effectively that the only way to stop it is to do what they do best, and lie about it.
People, again, are getting tickets and they're seeing the film. We've got a little bit more from the movie. Here's more from Sound of Freedom.
Oh yeah, that's a old picture. You know how kids are these days. They just grow up so fast.
Tim.
No, I'm his uncle. Put your hands on the wheel. No, I'm his uncle. You just ask him. Just ask him. I'm his uncle.
Powerful moment there, catching the trafficker. Tim, was something like this, did it happen in real life? Could you clarify that for us?
Yeah, that scene you just saw was actually filmed on location. Homeland Security opened up the port of entry, and they filmed exactly where that happened. That scene is very real. The van, the little boy, even the necklace that the little boy gives me is a real necklace that I actually have. They played with some of the narratives mostly to make sure that the identities of children were protected. But this is very much based on a real story. And in fact, Angel Studios will be putting out a documentary called Operation Triple Take, which is the documentary version of what you see in the film. So again, it's proven. We were with cameras on the ground. Yeah. This was a real operation.
Beating out major motion pictures, grossing more than $90 million. It is a smash hit at the box office. Sound of Freedom still out now. You can still see it. Tim Ballard joining us live with that. Tim, good to see you and to meet you in person. We do appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
And the work that you've done.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Most importantly. Got it.